Hi there, and welcome back. In today's video, we're diving into the first essential step in our environmental triage process, isolating contaminated areas. This is especially important if you suspect mold in your home, and it's all about taking immediate action to contain the issue and protect your space. The first step is to identify any areas where mold is visibly present or suspected. Think of rooms, cabinets, or surfaces that show signs of mold. Just be cautious here though. Try not to disturb the mold. Touching it or cleaning it at this stage can actually cause spores to go airborne and spread. Next, you'll want to stop air from moving around the affected area. This means turning off your HVAC systems or blocking vents in that space and holding off on fans or dehumidifiers. Airflow can cause mold spores to spread if it's too strong or directed in the wrong direction. So instead, keep this space as still as possible. Next, sealing off the area is a critical step. Close all doors and windows to the room, and if you can, use heavy plastic sheeting that we call 6mm poly with duct tape or painter's tape to cover any openings, doorways, vents, or gaps. This creates a physical barrier keeping the mold spores from drifting into other areas of your home. If you have clean items in the room that aren't contaminated, move them carefully to a safe spot. Use plastic bags or bins to transport smaller items and make sure that everything's sealed tight. Any items that you have to leave in the room, like large pieces of furniture, they can be covered with plastic sheeting to protect them. Now, for items already contaminated, unfortunately, some porous items like upholstered furniture or carpets may need to be disposed of if they have mold actually growing on them. Those items need to be double bagged in plastic before removing. That way we avoid further cross-contamination. Now, kitchen or bathroom cabinets can be tricky if mold is suspected inside. Empty out the contents and seal the cabinet doors with plastic sheeting or painter's tape, and place essentials, items that are needed for the cabinet, into sealed bags or bins, and then move those to a safe space. For walls, ceilings, or floors, the area can be covered with plastic sheeting and secured with tape along the edges to keep spores from going airborne. It's best to leave this containment in place until professional help can be sought or until the mold can be handled safely. And don't forget to protect yourself. Wear protective gear whenever you're working in these spaces. An N95 mask, gloves, and protective clothing are essential to prevent mold exposure. Once you're done, change clothes right away and wash the clothes you were wearing separately to prevent cross-contamination. Finally, limit access to the suspect room or the suspect area, especially for anyone who's sensitized to mold, like young children, older adults, or pets. Keeping humidity in that area below 50% and in the surrounding areas can also discourage more mold growth. Now, once you've isolated the areas, make sure you take photos or videos of any visible mold for reference and wait for a professional to assess if you're going to go the route of hiring a professional before you do any cleaning. Sometimes trying to clean it yourself can actually make things worse by spreading spores. So those are the basic triage steps you can take to help prevent cross-contamination and isolate the area. Thanks for watching, and remember, isolating contaminated areas is just the first step in our journey to making your home safe and healthy again. Stay tuned for our next video on increasing filtration, where we'll cover how to build a low-cost Corsi Rosenthal box to improve your air quality and lower your exposure until the mold can be handled properly. I'm Mike McNatt with HealthyHome.help, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video.